Guys, I'm back again with Tristan, and I thought I was done before, but no, I still feel like talking, and it's still not a proper wine and dollies. I've got the doll, but no wine because I don't feel like drinking, not just alcohol, but I'm just not thirsty in general, and I don't want to force it. I want to talk, like recently I've been like on social media, well, of course on social media, but online and stuff. A lot of people, I just want to talk about the topic of friends. So, a lot of people have been talking not just on YouTube or Instagram, like on other platforms, on a lot of platforms. They've just been talking about how difficult it is to make friends in the hobby, which is very true. I think mostly because it's difficult because a lot of people are shy, which is one thing for sure. A lot of people are shy, and I'm not gonna say I'm not. I am. I'm just a shy person in general. It's also difficult to do it on internet type thing. Cause like I'm mostly used to just if you go up and you meet someone, you just talk to them and you're there and you just talk. And yeah, it's the same thing like I'm doing now, but I have to wait for who knows how long before someone actually responds to my video, which is like really hard. You lose motivation, I guess, to talk. I mean, yeah, mostly that. So like when you don't have like regular physical meetups or stuff like that, or even like Google Hangouts and stuff, it's just hard to organize because people have work and school and stuff, so it's kind of hard you to keep in contact. That's the only thing about friends in the hobby, is you have to stay in contact a lot, and it's a bit difficult. And I don't mind really trying to do it at all. Another thing is, I don't know if I've ever addressed it or not, and I don't know, you might have some hate, but it's just general discussion that I'm doing right now. So if you wanna, don't like, I'm just saying, chill out, don't freak out type thing. But when it comes to like social media and stuff, that some people like, not even, yeah, just some people in the hobby, they think that they're better than others. I don't know why, but they do. They think they're better because, I don't know, maybe their dolls are like super expensive, or they think they're better than someone because they have a lot more followers on social media, or they think that they're better than someone because maybe somebody has, like, I don't know, like maybe because they have non-human dolls and they do, or something like that, or they have minis and they have SDs. They have all these crazy reasons. Or your doll is, I buy from like Tata's Paradise and you buy from eBay or some kind of thing. There's a lot of people, they think that they're better because of many different reasons, and then it's also puts a barrier with communications because they're saying they want, like some of those people only want to talk with their elite type people. So there's a lot of isolated groups, I guess, would what I'd be saying, from just like some things that I've kind of seen. Like for an example, I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that. I saw this one person, I don't know if it's a guy or girl because it's online, but they were trying to communicate with someone who is kind of like, I don't know if I'd say like, they're not like famous, but they have like a lot of followers on social media. So they were just trying to like have casual conversation and just talk with this person in the comments, and basically they were just being ignored or just like shut down, basically. Not like they weren't saying like you get away, but you know how people have like closed-ended conversation, so they kind of in hinting that they don't want you to talk anymore, like this is the end of the convo type thing. That's what they're basically doing. I don't know if they're trying to do it like on purpose or anything, but I've seen it a couple times, not with the same person, but I've just seen that a couple times in general. Someone's just trying to be like friendly and they get like shut down. So that is one of the friend things, and I think this is like also, it's a really small community, so if you do want to do physical meetups, it's kind of hard. And also there's a lot of things like some people, they trade with friends and stuff. I don't know exactly, but there's just a lot of shady corners, I guess, that people try to avoid, and some people don't want to communicate because of those shady corners and negativity. Like I've heard before, like people who kind of like withdraw from social media completely because they've been bullied for whatever reason or targeted for some reason, and so they withdraw. And there's people who have said like they don't want to be seen or anything like that because they are scared of being targeted for whatever reason. And it's really sad. Like joining in the hobby, I never thought there would be such like negative corners. Like before this, I was into like brats and pull-ups and all that stuff. I'm still into them, just they're kind of like more side stuff. BJDs are more my main. But in those communities, yes, you heard like negativity every once in a while, but it wasn't really a big thing. It's really welcome, and there was just a lot of positivity. But here, like, a lot of the time, we just hear a lot of negativity. I don't know why. And I'm being like a hippie or whatever, being like, make love, not war, we should all get along. Well, in the perfect world, I'd like it if we'd all get along. We all like not message each other, but we'd all do big Google Hangouts or whatever, or Skype Hangouts, and we'd all talk about our dolls, and like no one would care what your doll really looks like. If you have a bad face up or whatever on your doll, like no one would care. It just would be fun. Just the fun of collecting. The fun of collecting the dolls, the fun of making characters, the fun of making clothes, the fun of whatever you do. That's basically what would be in the perfect world. But of course there's a lot of hate. I'm sorry, my arm's moving a lot. I'm playing with this selfie stick that I haven't got the hang of. And yeah, for some reason I like have to keep my hands occupied because I don't know. If I don't, then I don't know. It's weird. I just have to do something with my hands. And a lot of time I like play with my hair, probably why it looks so messed up, because I always play with it and stuff like that. And I don't want to be playing with my hair the entire video, so I'm just in the corner playing with this. So that was mostly the friend topic. Another thing that I saw, I guess that was mostly the biggest thing I wanted to talk about, and this people being scared in general to share what they have because they're scared of being attacked. Like for this another person who I talked to privately I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but I talked to them privately, and they had someone they were inspired by, and they did a face up. It's not exactly the same. They just did a couple of things that they saw. I think it was like some kind of piercing idea, or like the color of the piercing or something like that. But they did one thing similar from the face up, and everything else was their own. But they didn't want to share, like they don't have like Instagram or any of that stuff. Well, like they have Instagram, I should say. I'm sorry I'm getting this mixed up, but like they have it, but they don't post anything type thing. So they don't post anything, they just follow people, which is fine, do what you want. But yeah, they're saying they're too scared to post stuff about their dolls because they're scared of being attacked, saying like by that person's followers saying like you copied, now you have to erase it, all that stuff. And they're basically, and also the doll that they copied, they have the same sculpt too. So they're saying they were too scared of being like attacked for having a similar, not even the full similar face up. They use the idea of one thing from the face up. So yeah, there's just a lot of fear, is for sure, in the hobby. A lot of fear. And this is 10 minutes. I'm not gonna let it get too long. Another thing that is not a serious, a bit more lighthearted, is about my MSDs. It's because I have been loving them as usual. I think I was happy I did a little break with the new SDs because the new SDs are different. The thing that's different about them is that they don't have a set storyline. Like all my characters in my MSDs, they have a beginning and they have a set end. And whatever goes in the middle, I like come up with it as I go along. But they all have a set end of like no matter what happens, this is where they're gonna end up, or something like where they're gonna end up. And I guess like sometimes like I felt like I boxed myself in, but I didn't want to like demolish their entire story. So getting my new SDs is kind of nice because they're my traveler SDs where I can do like fan fiction and stuff. Not that I won't, like, if you're interested in doing some kind of like fan fiction thing with MSDs, I'll do it. But like my SDs are mostly the like fan fiction, so they might come into another person's world, or like with their permission, of course, or meet another. I'm sorry, I keep playing with this thing. Anyways, they'll meet another character that's not from my world type thing, that belongs to someone else. They're more like they can just do anything, and the way that I set up their kind of like story, they can do anything basically. They don't have any limitations to where they're going. They all have a set beginning, of course, because that's their backstories, but they don't all have a set end like my MSDs do. And I've been also, I've said I took a break from working, of course, as I said, on the MSD, so I haven't been really writing their character bios and stuff. But I'll probably, maybe get back into that again. I'm on Agoth, the dragon boy, who I never shelled. Maybe I'll show him one day, but he's not that huge of a character that I need to shell him, which is why I feel like I haven't shelled him. And that is mostly it. There's a lot of characters in my story, but I just don't shell them because they're not really main characters. Like, a character I would like to shell would be Camille's half-sister, but it's not really necessary type thing. And yeah, it's not really necessary because she's not a main character. She kind of would just be there, kind of like how Dorothy is just there. She doesn't really impact the story at all. I mean, she impacts Araka, but she doesn't really do anything like plot wise. She's just the thing that's there that I can have fun with. And yeah, I don't want to like show all the characters on the side for fun because I already have a lot of dolls. And I always wondered, like, how do you have so many dolls? And when people are like, oh, I never noticed my collection got so big, I'm like, how did you not notice? But literally, I understand now because I just had 8 dolls. And, like, someone commented once, like, wow, you have a lot of dolls now. And I'm like, I just looked at it and I was like, wow, I actually do. It doesn't feel like I have that many, but I actually do. And it's always growing. I don't want to sell any of my babies. I don't. Like, once they come into my home, they're probably not going to leave because I can't see myself really selling anyone. I really can't. So, yeah, they're just probably forever growing. I also have Tristan here with me because there's a lot of stuff I want to develop with him. There's a lot of growth that I want to do with him, of course, and yeah, there's a lot of characters. Out of all my characters, of course, the most developed is Adriana, because she's my original character. I've had her the longest, and I was just so amazed of how, like, complete she is. She has like a beginning, she has an end, she has a list of her insecurities. She has like what makes her happy, what makes her sad, why she behaves certain ways, like why she does certain things throughout the story. Like it's all, I don't know, it's just solid. And I don't know. Also, I hope in the future, I don't know if I'm gonna try to think of one honestly, but I hope we do another tag video. Because, well, before I didn't do some of them, like the Doctor Who and stuff, because I tried, but I don't really know the show that well, and yeah, mostly because I didn't know the show that well, and my answers are pretty short. Like, it was like a 2-minute video because I didn't have anything to elaborate on, really. So I hope we do another tag video going around. I'm gonna see if I can maybe think of something that hasn't already been thought of. Yay, that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I love tags. I love tags on Instagram. Even though I got tagged for one thing, but I didn't want to do it. So, I didn't do it. If you tag me for something and I don't do it, usually it's because maybe, like, I don't have a really long, like, a good answer for the tag, maybe. Or sometimes I just don't want to do a tag. Sometimes I'm like, okay, this does not float my boat, so I don't want to do it. So yeah, but I do like tags. I really do like tags. I guess that is it. I'm gonna stop it here. I might do another video of me just talking forever and ever because I'm having fun. And yeah, so here's Tristan. He's probably gonna stay with me. I'm a bit too lazy to switch out my dolls, so Tristan will probably stay with me. And okay, bye.